Jay Swaminarayan, contributor Personality Development Program, and the subject code is 316002, semester 6. So let's go ahead. Unit number 4, Enlightened Self-Interest and Collaboration at Work. So this is the title of the unit 4. First of all, we must be aware of what is the introduction and of self interest, and what is called collaboration. Contributors think in internal self interest. In every situation they get into, they find a way to create good for self and good for all at the same time, including teammates, not only I, bosses, customers, their organization, etc. Contrast this with the mindset of a non-contributor. So there is a wide difference between the thinking of a contributor and non-contributor. Such a person is only concerned with his or her own self-interest in a situation. Only I, not we. He or she is not concerned about the impact, यानी कि positive impact or negative impact on the other person. Okay, which impression I am going to spread. This leads to unpleasant situations, broken relationships. Sometimes it break the relationship. Unhappy teammates, subordinates, and bosses, and lower trust in any situations. So, contributors, he is thinking about not only I but we, and non-contributor, he only thinks about I. Definition of enlightened self-interest. Enlightened self-interest is a way to create good for self and good for all at the same time. Not only for me, but good for self and good for all at the same time, including teammates, bosses, customers, and organization. Contributors think in enlightened self-interest. Unenlightened self-interest. In unenlightened self-interest, most or all person get according to their own selfishness. He or she is not concerned about the impact, positive or negative, on the other person, so that the group suffers loss as a result of conflict. Decrease the efficiency because of lack of cooperations. So here we have shared enlightened self-interest and unenlightened self-interest definition. What is enlightened self-interest? Enlightened self-interest is a philosophy in ethics which states that person who act to further the interest of others or the interest of the groups to which they belong ultimately serve their own interest. It has often been simply expressed by the belief that an individual, group, or even a commercial entity will do well by doing good. It can be simply expressed by the belief helping each other help ourselves. The idea is that we can create value and wealth for the world, which ultimately serves ourselves because we live in the world. Contributors think in enlightened self-interest. In every situation they get into, and they find a way to create good for self and good for all at the same time, including teammates, bosses, customers, and organization. Contrast this with the mindset of a non-contributor. Such a person is only concerned with his or her own self-interest in a situation. He or she is not concerned about the impact on the other person. This leads to unpleasant situation, broken relationships, unhappy teammates, subordinates, and bosses, and lower trust in any situations. So a person loses many, he break relationships and many more. Exploration number 1. Non-contributors are worried only about their narrow role in the total picture. Why should I do this? This is not my work. The other departments are always taking advantage of our department. Contributors are focused on the big picture. If we can support each other, then the company can deliver a superior product in less cost and time. The goal is to satisfy the customer. I am quite happy to help, yet do what is needed to achieve that goal. So there is a wise difference between the thinking of contributors and non-contributors in their real world and in also offices. Reflection number 1: what are the consequences of missing the big picture and focusing on one's own narrow role? Discuss this question with some working professional and share your own understanding in the class. So you have to share this. Exploration number 2: non-contributors give respect to only a select few. He is in a high position, so I must behave respectfully to him. So high position तो ही आप respect होगी? No. He is a mere junior officer. I can treat him in any way I want. So there is a wise difference between their thinking also. Contributors give respect to all team members. It does not matter what the person's position or qualification is. All people are to be treated respectfully because they are first and foremost human beings. Reflection: share some experiences wherein you have seen both types of individuals as shown in this exploration in actions. Write about this. This is one reflections of reflection कहिए या assignment कहिए that you have to write down. Non-contributors think win-lose. My team goals have to be met. Why should I care about negative consequences for other teammates and departments? I care about negative consequences for other teammates and departments. Let me somehow sell this product even if the customer does not need it and will be wasting money. आप अगर कस्टमर्स को अगर सेटिस्फाई नहीं करोगे, why have to do that? That is called win and lose. And contributors think win and win. How to achieve my goal? How to achieve my team goals? And also ensure there are no negative consequences. There are no negative consequences for other teammates. So he thinks about my team goals. How to make sure that I act in a manner that is beneficial both to the company and to the customer both. अगर एक ही कस्टमर अपने टीममेट्स के साथ आगे बढ़ रहा है, so it is a win-win situations. Reflection: the win-lose approach sometimes makes us look more successful in the short run and lose out in the long run. Do you agree with this observation? Explain with reasons. So you have to write down also this. Application example: Nilesh is a 25-year-old from India. Till date he has never voted. He feels that his vote makes no difference and it does not matter who gets elected from his constituency. All the candidates are as bad as each other. Further, Nilesh believes that one vote of his is not of enough consequences to make a difference to the nation. So this is the application example and thinking of Nilesh. In January 2011, President Ben Ali of Tunisia was ousted from power after a month and a half of non-violent demonstration by the Shuniami youth. Abies, a young student participating in the movement, expressed, I feel that I have a role to play in this nation building movement. We, the students, are an integral part of it. So we will continue to demand change until our demands are all met. What can we learn from youth of Tunisia about the influence each one of us can have on the destiny of our nation? Discuss the answer that you have to discuss with your uh, you have to discuss with your friends. You have to discuss in your own way also. As contributors, we have a role to play in the destiny of our nation. How can you as an individual take up the responsibility and contribute in making the changes you want to see in your locality, your city, your town, in the country? Write about this. So application example that you have to discuss and write down. This is a project which I am going to share you. Project goal to study how people यानी कि contributors think in enlightened self-interest. Step 1. Identify any project case that has been in the news or has happened in your area where many stakeholders were involved. You can study this case to find out how the people involved acted in enlightened self-interest, or if not, then what was missing. Step number 2. Decide how you are going to present your project as a home video project, recording a video of interviews, etc. to make a short film or the case. Slide presentation, photographs, factual data, insights, sound, music, etc. Poster presentation, photographs, factual data, insights, etc. Step number 3. On the case, do a research study to collect data. Video, photographs, data. For your project presentation, your research can include primary research done by interviewing people belonging to the various stakeholder groups, affected parties such as farmers, citizens, government officials. Secondary research done by using the internet, going through newspapers and magazines, talking to experienced people who know this case well. Step number 4. Make your final presentation by compiling the answers from your interviews, research and your observations on each of these answers, highlighting how enlightened self-interest was practiced in the thinking of the people involved. So you have to present in the class. Swami Vivekananda speaks to you. What he speaks to you: act with unselfish motives. Swami Vivekananda disliked the small-minded and fearful selfishness. He wanted us to be large, unselfish, and therefore free and bold in all our dealings with the world. Swami Vivekananda also speaks to you: if you want to help others, your little self must go. Give up this little life of yours. What matters if you die of starvation? You and I and thousands like us, so long as this nation lives. He also speaks to you and shares idea. We will have to help each other, but we have to go one step further. The first thing is to become unselfish in help. If you do just what I tell you to do, I will help you. Otherwise not. Is that help? So help whenever you can, but mind what your motive is. If it is selfish, it will neither benefit those you help, not nor yourself. If it is unselfish, it will bring blessings upon them to whom it is given, and in infinite blessings upon you, sure as you are living. The Lord can never be good with you. What is collaboration? Working together on an activity or project. Types: synchronous and asynchronous. Needs same technological platforms and advantages. Workplace collaboration. Individuals coming together in an organization, sharing information, sharing responsibilities, and making group decisions. teams or groups, making products, providing services, negotiating deals, coordinating projects, offering advice, and making decisions. Unenlightened self-interest. In contrast to enlightened self-interest is simple greed or the concept of unenlightened self-interest, in which it is argued that when most or all persons act according to their own myopic selfishness, that the group suffers loss as a result of conflict, decreased efficiency because of lack of cooperations. Look at the difference between the non-contributors think win-lose and non-contributors think win and win. My team goals have to be made. Why should I care about negative consequences for other teams and departments? Let me somehow sell this product, even if the customer does not need it and will be wasting money. Here, this is a thing of win and win of contributor. How to achieve my team goals and also ensure there are no negative consequences for other teammates. How to make sure that I act in a manner that is beneficial both to the company and to the customer for a long-term relationship. This is a win-win situation and thinking of a contributor. Great people leave their identity behind. They know themselves that they did not achieve it alone. Therefore, they know that behind their success, a lot of people are involved without whom this would not have been possible. Here look at Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, Anna Hazare and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Contributor qualities regarding think in alignment self-interest, building a positive attitude, success winning strategy, motivating yourself and other every day, building positive self-esteem and image, setting and achieving your goals, and doing the right thing for the right reason. Strategy regarding enlightened self-interest. Non-contributor worried only about their narrow role in the total picture. Give respect to only a selected few. Thinks only win-lose. Thinks only into account of own interest. Focus on the big picture. Gives respect to all the team members. Always think for win. Takes into account the concerns of all stakeholders. Contributors are focused on the big picture also. Non-contributors are worried only about their narrow role in the total picture. Contributors are focused on the big picture. If we can support each other, then the company can deliver a superior product in less cost and time. Why should I do this? This is not my work. The other departments are always taking advantage of our department. The goal is to satisfy the customer. So the contributor who thinks like the goal is to satisfy the customer, I am quite happy to help, yet do what is needed to achieve that goal. What I can do, that I must do. This is the conclusion. People should try to follow their enlightened self-interest. One should prefer a long-term interest over short-term one, helping each other to help ourselves. In every transaction, if one operates with the win-lose attitude, then one cannot collaborate with anybody. By operating out of deep enlightened self-interest, contributors are able to account for all stakeholders in complex real-world situations. So you can look at here. We have shared a win-lose and win-win examples. So kindly go through it. Thank you very much, dear all.